Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get
Yeah.
back in our living situation, back to living what we know because we're fighting, we're training for it 9 months.
Mike Tyson drops bombshell on live TV. This is Insana Mike Tyson just dropped a jaw-dropping bombshell during a live interview with Steve Covino and Rich Davis on FX Sports Radio. And let me tell you, it's the kind of raw honesty that makes you wonder, is he being brutally real? Or is this all just part of the act for
No, I
weeks?
don't remember the fight that much. I'm kind of blanked out a little.
Sir, did you watch it back or anything or no?
Never watched the fight. No, I haven't.
We've been caught in a whirlwind of speculation. Was November 15 a staged stunt, a shady setup, or just a chaotic mess? Neither Tyson nor Jake Paul gave us anything solid, only more silence, conspiracy theories, and confusion. But now, Tyson's finally breaking his silence, and the way he lays it out, so unfiltered, so real, it's both hilarious and uncomfortable. Whether you take his version of the story at face value or toss it aside, one thing's for sure, the man knows how to keep us hooked.
Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know because we're fighting, we're training for it 9 months. What was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah. A little bow at the end. He bowed.
That's the last thing I remember.
And here's the kicker, after all the hype, the money, the spectacle of the Jake Paul showdown, Tyson didn't walk away feeling victorious. He walked away feeling depressed. That's right. The same guy who once terrified entire weight divisions says the whole experience left him down, disillusioned, and emotionally drained. It's a surprising, almost haunting confession, and a reminder that even legends wrestle with the aftermath of their own greatness. Because when you're...
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it.
You didn't even remember it. I heard
but my body was really sore.
It was sore the next day.
Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
It's where like you're holding back a right hand punch, in my opinion as a fan, to not be exposed so that you don't get hit. Is that what was happening in that clip, or you don't even know?
What was happening? You have to show me. I was just know what I remember?
No.
Coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Mike Tyson, knocking someone out isn't the only punchline. The emotional aftermath can hit just as hard. 9 months of grueling training, all for one night under the blinding lights. And then, you wake up the next morning and realize life just goes on. Tyson described it like free-falling from an emotional high, a feeling that only someone who's lived his life at full throttle could truly explain. And the fight itself.
I don't know. Listen, I wouldn't have realized any of it if it went 3-minute rounds. I didn't realize it. After I woke up, I told my wife, why did I do that? I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
And what was her response? Like, what was your family's response to everything?
They were just supporting me.
For a guy whose career is a highlight reel burned into every boxing fan's brain, Tyson had shockingly little to say about this one. Seriously, nothing. He couldn't even recall the basic moments of the match. His biggest takeaway, Jake Paul bowing at the end. That's it. No vivid breakdowns of punches, no tales of epic strategy.
Yeah, I am happy my family saw that. But we don't normally go around and talk about me fighting and stuff. I say I'm a fight, and then they say, Dad's gonna fight. We were talking about that fight was such a big ascender. We were so up and high. We were so excited. The fight's over. Boom. Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know because we're fighting.
Just one hazy memory of a YouTuber bowing in respect. And here's the real kicker. Tyson didn't even feel like he pushed himself. Physically, he barely broke a sweat during the fight. Yet the next morning, his body felt like it had been steamrolled.
At 58 to do it, finally.
I don't know. Let's fight, Jake. We were talking about it for years. Let's just do it.
Chest, stomach, everything hurt. For a guy who practically defined the phrase built different, waking up sore after what felt like an effortless bout only raises more questions than answers.
They have to be training.
Now, Mike,
Jake punches hard.
He does. I know. He's a big dude, man.
My body hurts so bad.
Yeah, is that your house right there?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're living in a beautiful place.
Yes, I am.
Looks like you're living large right now.
Very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. Yes, thank God. I think it's gonna be the ass now, but
The Tyson butt cheeks.
I don't know, guys.
Yo, Mike, you should come out with an edible, Tyson's butt cheeks, right? So that people can eat it.
Oh, I like that.
You
one.
like that? Tyson's cheeks.
Oh, sweet cheeks.
Yo,
Tyson's sweet cheeks. I can see it now.
you know.